izule obvious nami usuqhaqela movious yayona iumbrella i-podcast enothando labantu thanda nokwazi ngohambo labantu hamba ngefaith futhi ayihambi ngesite kodwa mekumnyama iyayifaka nelight.
Another week, another exciting episode of the Creatives Unplugged podcast. This is Pinde Safika and ngihamba no Archild Africa.
What's up, everybody? My name is Archild Africa, and welcome to the Creatives Unplugged podcast, where we always dish you the freshest, the juiciest stories and lives of the creatives.
Yep,
we bring onto the show.
Sister of the show.
Sister of the show.
Uhamba kanjani ngodwa right?
Ayimfethu akufani shame. Yeah, wena.
Music in Bizo is doing exciting things with our creatives.
Ethekwini,
Durban, with music in Africa.
Yeah. It was so nice bumping into you there. But at least apply it in our face. We must always apply, always check online. Go music in Bees or music in Africa. They always have more calls for artists to, have vision that they're doing. So right now, the program is for this is a 7-month.
Yeah, 7 months. Yeah, attend nje ama creatives. Hey, ubona mo kwi-space esinabantu abawu-40 abama creatives. Hey, uyakhumbula abantu be-introducer laphana beshaya ukuthi omunye kwi-film.
Yeah.
Omunye ku-music, abanye bashaya i-publishing, khona ngisho shaya i-live streaming.
Yeah, it was very nice. It was very nice to see so many creatives, especially because we're doing it at Bed Center.
Yeah,
so dope. Yeah.
Hey mfethu laphana ngifuna ukuthi nje sithi shout out to music imbizo mhlawumbe masingabapha ihlombe elikhulu lokunika ama chance ama creatives ukuthi abe involved abe more committed eyintweni abayithandayo
siphinde shame nje Nkosiyami. Yeah.
But I can't wait to introduce our guest today.
When this time you really mean it. Hey. I will give you the honors.
Okay,
give you the honors.
Okay, ngicela ukuthi sonke njengamanje mawukuthi uthanda hip hop non-stop, you can flip it. Uthathe leli thuba leli nawe usondele la eduze mawukuthi khona umaziyo endlini noma la ukhona oyithanda hip hop siphethe one of the best.
Yeah.
Celestial Mike on the Creatives Unplugged. Welcome on the Creatives Unplugged podcast.
Buffett, thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. One of the dopest.
Buffett. I like to believe that myself.
Mhlawumbe before siqala abantu bayibuza ukuthi Celestial Mike uSimiso ubani lo sifuna ukuthi sibathathe sibabeke emgqeni ke njengamanje. DJ awusiphe lapha na sizwe ukuthi singabathatha ngayiphi ingoma sibakakhumbuza ngayiphi ingoma. Yeah.
Your dopeness of it too. Yeah, from my project, The Mic in the Hand of God.
Nice.
Yeah. It's one of those songs that wasn't meant to be a single. Yamanya by yon.
Bayamazo ngaphezulu isilimi angizwile isilimi ngiyabiza usilimi umgqibelo ngicela iyeka ize ngishibise ubani othutwempula ngimphikise nesebenzi siyazi ngami ngimisela usikise idambu nephilisi ngiyabulala ngiyaphilisa ngiyabacabangisa ngiphinde ngibenze bashikisha ngaze ngathithisa ungibheke kahle ngaze ngahlihlisa iskili nginasakaze kwafilisa lento izamanje abakaze bayiphimisa kade nongagcwali ngami ukade kuyashimisa.
So dope. Wow. So dope.
How can a nigga be so dope?
Spitting bars.
Like right now I'm also feeling dope.
Lily Wayne got nothing on this.
That's the point of the song. You gotta feel yourself.
Yeah, wow, with beats la.
I'm on the beat.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
I did production as well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got producer of it. A lot of people don't know that. But yeah, I got producer. Into young force ukuthi ngene kwi production events ukuthi yabo mina ngiqala ukubhala. Ngaqala using a guitar. So I used to compose a whole song. So i-beats wakufanele ibe nama-chords athizeni or chord progression ethizeni. So manje uproducer besenza amasample akhulu.
Yeah.
And ngizofika i-beat isihamba ngenye indlela. So when I wanted to make my own beats, then I had to learn how to use Fruity Loops and stuff so I can make lento lengicabangayo from scratch, like from the chords and everything and write and all of that stuff.
Dope. Ubhizi ngani mfethu these days nje?
These days I got a project.
Yeah.
Siphumile. Iyatholakala on Zishap. It's called The Eminence. It's a 2-part project, kahle kahle yabo. There's the Eminence and then there's the Advent. Basically, leyo kuqala okwamanje inengoma ezu-6. It's an EP.
Yeah.
Which leads to Lezo Landela with 16 tracks. So
Okay.
Misipelele, it's gonna be I think 22 songs because it's gonna be this 6 and then a different 16, but all tying up into one project. But I'm going to keep on this cut sword.
Yeah.
Just give you time, enjoy this,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna enjoy the next one as well. So
Yeah,
we're really busy, dog. We're really busy. There's a lot of collaboration as well. I'm working with I'm artist Lampa 7 at Ethekwini, working on a collaboration called Wave of the City. Usazoza njengayo mfethu MTU, or Stone, or OB Magic, or Aeon, or Legit G, like all the guys that are really, really making moves that are based here at Ethekwini. So it basically came together and put something, you know. So yeah, the Eminence, there's that coming. There's a whole lot of music coming. Just 2026 from Celestial Mike.
Nice.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that, bro.
Yes,
And then
16, like 6 and 16 songs, 22 songs, bro.
22.
That's
part of it.
No, what I say, thinking of it too. There's a time where, because I'm spanning the tip, so sometimes it even gets with climbing feeling on Sunday studio from like 12 goes over in Tambam. So if I record, make beats, make songs, and then we ended up having. To choose from. So now when we make projects, some of the songs, like I'll write some new songs, but most of the songs are already there.
Oh, yeah.
So we just go for, okay, these ones fit intimacies any. Then we go and create projects from that and create projects. So there's a lot of music. I'm still recording, I haven't stopped. So you know, hopefully so bajengo Tupac kuthi umuntu umesho nje kuphuma mhlawumbe on top of that.
Yeah, it's ulethi mhlawumbe abantu bayibuza i-background yakho ukuthi ukhulelephi and like your original name, surname, uphuma ke nendawo.
Igama langempela Simiso Hadebe. Ngiphuma Chesterville. Ngizalelwe eMlazi kahle kahle but angikhulelanga eMlazi. I think sahamba eMlazi. I think I was 2 years old or something because of yabo lezinto zepolitiki washiswe ekhaya yonke leyo nto leyo. And then we had to leave and then sakhulele Chesterville ngikhulele khona nje hip hop ngiyithole khona go Mike G, go Buddha Bless yabo nje bethu abantu abakanjalo. I think I even met like Liquid KZN back then. I was still very young. Bafika to one show in Chesterville. You know, those are all the people that got us very much interested into this rap shit, you know. So yeah, Chesterville in your bed too. From even this guy, dog, like this guy from primary goes to figure high school and ngifunde nje Chesterville. Ngize ngaphuma isithatha ngize ngasazi after matric. Yeah, even in Bad Center, like Bad Center I never went before matric, like ngaze ngaya khona
after matric.
Yeah,
hectic.
Isiblezo school lapha Chesterville, primary.
Mkhubane secondary.
And then high school.
That's the high school, Mkhubane secondary.
Oh, yes.
Primary was Christopher Nxumalo.
All right.
Yeah.
So busuvela uDob khona. Ushaya.
I mean, I would say it's very dope. In primary, high school though, definitely. High school is when ngaqala ukuyi-understand, but still khona there's still a level of it ebengayitholi yabo until mhlambe I'd say yo sengiphume kudala esikoleni, like when I started really understanding it's okay, there's rap and then there's music. I was already doing both and I used to separate it. I never combined the two. And then, you know, later on hearing people like about Drake and them, how they sing and rap and stuff. And I mean, before I used to be a fan of Mos Def, but it never clicked to me. This guy's doing this, singing and rapping at the same time. So as I grew, started understanding music, and then I mixed the two together, you know, in some songs you rap at the streets, you know, your dopeness. But there's also songs where we make Wutsinje for people to enjoy, you know, there's a lot of musicality in it and all that stuff.
It was Romnande.
Leon was so random because Science, Sims made the beat. That hook, actually, because when the beat was playing, I was repeating that but ngimekho yabo.
Eh.
Feeling it by myself. And then Skindi hears it, it's like,
Yeah.
and that became the hook, and the song was made.
That's dope. And you're very multifaceted. Because I just found out this morning that you also play the piano and you dabble in drums a bit, and you play the guitar. How did that happen? How did you learn those?
Ngaqala ngopiano. It was my uncle, because he used to be in church, so he had a keyboard, ekhaya, and then sometimes we say hambile Spanini. Going there, and he used to teach you as well the keyboard. Like they had these programmed songs in there where they used to show you where to press and stuff. So I learned it like that, and then when I went to college, there was a music school as well there. And then I started hanging out with the guys in the music school. Some of them were playing guitar and stuff. So I learned from them, like, and just, what is this? What is this called? And then after that, then you start adding like theory, going online and just learning.
Wait,
exactly what
let me guess.
is.
Did you go to KZN?
No.
Oh, sounds like my story. What did you study if you were hanging out with the music guys?
I was doing theology actually. It was a Bible school.
Snap.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And then they had a music school on the side though. So that's where I learned the music from. Like I went for the other stuff, but then when I got there, I was like, hey, there's piano this shit here. So I ended up spending most of my time in the music department instead of actually where I was supposed to be, you know.
It's so crazy because I mean mina KZN ngangifunda ngala ka but khona music school
I know a lot of guys from UKZN as well. Like I've worked with Konu, there's a guy called Uspe, he was a drummer. He was in UKZN. He did some concerts on Florida. Like I've worked with him and his band and stuff. So I know a lot of the UKZN guys. I learned a lot from them as well. Because for me, make born if you're playing an instrument, so I learned a lot like that, you know.
Okay. And also obviously with my drum.
Yes, drums in church. I learned them in church. They had them in church. So there was no one around when we were doing youth things. I'd go to the drums, start playing. Yeah. There was a drummer there, asked him, what is this whole thing about? You know, the
this is interesting. You studied theology.
Yeah.
And then how did that come about? Like, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Who's Bompundis?
Not really.
Okay.
But I guess, it was a possibility at the time. Yeah.
Oh, you're PK?
No.
Oh, okay.
It was just something I was curious about myself.
Okay.
You know? It was just after high school. So instead of going, because I could have gone to science and whatever, I got into church and, got deep into that stuff. And then I wanted to understand what it was all about. So, and then I decided, let me go to Bible college.
Oh, cool.
Now, when I got there, they had the music. So I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's so cool, man. And then you didn't go to Beth Center until after high school. So how did you get into that? How did you discover about Beth Center? Because manje yabona go Rapifact the pine and film. We're named Komish, manje Dondo. How did you get there?
It was Crump actually.
Oh snap! You so Crump. As that 1% of those days. It
was Crump that brought me there because. Yeah, because when I first got here, we used to be at church a lot, right? At DCC. So that's where we used to crump from. And then we heard there was shows happening up at Center Throwdown and stuff. Yeah. So we went to check that out.
Throwdown.
With or drum and all of them, you know. When we went to check that out, because we were already dancing, and dancing was like big at that time. Yeah. So we got stuck in that world, but we became a part of it. And then I met rappers there, about Hydro and everybody.
Hydro.
Black Moss and all of them. Yeah. You know? Like I was already rapping, but when I got there, people knew me as a dancer. They didn't know I could rap. Yeah. Until Cypher's outside. And then I show up and I start freestyling. They're like, wait, this nigga can rap? So that's how I got into it. Shout out to Crump, man. Shout out to that culture.
Shout out.
And
those rappers still holding it down, man.
Definitely, bro. Like, I'm so proud of that guy. And we were rivals back then, you know?
Which crew were you in?
I was in Kingdom Radicals. I was with Scripts.
Oh, snap. Yes. No Scripts. I remember that crew was hot. Yeah.
So we were like, Verb's crew was like, we were rivals basically. Their crew and our crew. Like, I mean, we all got along because we did the same thing. But when we at the shows, we not
on
friends.
stage, yo,
Beef for days. And then when we stopped crumping, we focused on the music. It's like we never had none of that because for us, those are the people that represent us there. You know what I mean? So whenever I see Verb doing something, it's the proudest moment of my life. I always support it. You know what I mean? Everywhere, bro. Like I don't know how many championships he's won with Red Bull. Yeah. So that culture, even to this day, like I think we recently had like a memorial show for Flex and stuff.
Yes.
RIP Flex. And you know, Verb and them were there. It was so good. Like there wasn't a lot of us, but it was so cool having that.
I was there.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of people, but like the people that showed up, it was very
sentimental.
nice. Like it felt very much like a reunion. You know what I mean for us. So yeah, man. Shout out to all those people. Shout out
Drum Kids.
Yo, Drum Kids.
Yo. LA Cats is Life Check, Black Moss, no
Throw
Ewok.
down. Yes.
Yeah.
Black Moss and Ewok. Oh man.
Yo. Usuqala-ke lapha ubhala nama-rhymes that time.
Yeah, I was already writing, but at that time I didn't perform as a rapper.
Yeah.
I think I only started performing as a rapper, bro, like in after 2012, I think.
Yeah.
Because what I was doing at that time, I was doing the dance at the Bats, and then I would do poetry sessions at DUT.
Yeah.
So I was doing more poetry than rap at that time. I was doing some rap, but I wasn't performing in hip hop shows. I was performing at shows that had like pretty much everything. It was poets, it was singers, it was jazz, and then I would be like that act that has hip hop in that space.
Ngifuna ukuthola ile first performance rocky crowd naleyo track osuyitholile ukuthi yawona la umlilo ke le. Yiphi leyo ngoma and ikephi la uroka khona?
Okay, I think it was Medicine. There's a song called Medicine that we dropped. It was around that time. The show that I did it at first was F Inc.
Oh snap, F Inc.
Yeah, it was F Inc. So we didn't even start at the Bat like when we started the performing. We went straight for like the clubs and all that stuff because I knew Wobbly, Teabag.
Oh yeah.
Because Wobbly used to crump with us back then.
We crump.
Yeah, Wobbly was crumping. Stanky also. Like there was
everyone was crumping.
Everyone was crumping. I think the whole dream team was going. Not all of them. Most of them. Yeah. So when we were focusing on the rap stuff, I made Medicine. I'm like, this song is nice. And then I sent it to Wobbly, I sent it to Stanky, I sent it to Teabag, I sent it to Meech as well. So I sent it to all of them, and I'm like, yo, hear the song out. If it's dope, play it. If it's not, I'll make another one. You know what I mean? Yeah. They liked it. They started playing. So we went to an F Inc. I think it was at the Wave House.
The Wave House.
Gateway.
Yeah. Then Wobbly, on Wobbly's set, there was LV as well. So I know all these guys from the crop world, right? So LV was the MC.
Yeah.
So we go backstage when Wobbly's about to play. LV's like, he's gonna play a song. It's like, yeah, and then he gives me the mic, illegally.
Nice.
But when the song goes on and I go on and I rap, the crowd is going crazy.
Wow.
So even the organizers liked it. After that, Junior was like, okay, cool. At the next one, officially, so that's how it was.
Junior's really discovered a lot of talent. Like he really put on a lot of talent, including Nasty C, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's always been like, that guy that just likes. I didn't even, because I knew hip hop, people that liked hip hop as a certain type of people. I didn't know the guys that are like Junior and them, the guys that are in the club, the guys that are in the business side of it, but they still pretty much, because he was like having hip hop artists, even at a time where everybody was focusing on Amapiano, but he would still have rappers in there. Still push. You know what I mean? What I think there though, I think it's promoters that became cowards. Like there's no reason why you should stop all the other stuff that you have been eating off of or you've been using to make your money just because there's a new hot thing.
Wave,
Fine, have more of that.
Balance though.
But yes, because what eventually started happening was a lot of us got tired of 5 hours of Amapiano straight. And you're not getting anything else. We're like, no, we love this, but I'm not gonna listen to it for 5 hours. And then, it took
a long time for me to warm up to my piano, actually.
Yeah, for a lot of people. And it makes it worse if you're being bombarded with them everywhere you go. Like, you first start being resistant because it's like, Next DJ comes in, you're hopeful.
Yeah.
he plays the same stuff. You know what I mean? So that's what ended up happening. But whenever there was a F Inc., there's always going to be a lot of hip hop in there. There's always going to be some other stuff in there. Yeah.
Because abantu abaningi ngiyibona sima ukhuluma Celestial Mike bacabanga ukuthi okay lo muntu introduce kakhulu eBet Center during lezi cards kanti abazi ukuthi
for the people now, yes.
Go Springfield lapha le club lapha yana
Oh, 47,
yeah.
And we didn't just get booked there. Like we hosted shows at those clubs. Like Absolute. I remember we packed out Absolute. Nobody believed it.
Absolute.
Yeah, like it was Scripps launch. I think we had Okay Malum Cool Cats. We had Witness the Fun. It was so packed, man. Yeah, it was so packed, man. People were like, "Who are these guys?" Because at that time they didn't know who we were.
Yeah.
But we always use the fact that most of the guys that you know, we know them from. We grew up with them, like when we came to the Bad Center back then. So we all know each other.
Yeah.
And if you have something solid, because that's where the trick is, I think. Relationship works, it helps you.
Yeah.
But kukhona ukuthi ngifika kuwena umhliko mhlawumbe une platform kodwa manje lento engenzayo is not up to standard.
Yes.
I have songs, I have whatever, but they're not good enough. You're not going to be able. But if I come to you, kodwa lento engenzayo
Minswempu
uyabona sengifosele whether you like it or not, because that's it. And you know you're gonna get some sort of recognition for being the guy that introduced us to this guy. You know? Even if we whatever, you didn't go anywhere to find me, but you get that recognition for being the guy that discovered me because you just gave me that platform and you allowed me to do that. So, you know, it helps when people aren't afraid to do that.
Yeah, and it's no kuhle ukuthi umuntu ekwazi ukuthi ekwazi ukuyibone naye ukuthi we actually had this discussion at the time lapha kwimbizo ukuthi khona abantu abakwazi ukunika i-platform, and uma sebekunikile i-platform uthola ukuthi wena ubone ukuthi what it took for them to give that platform. There's a lot of factors that come in. There's a lot of factors that come in.
A lot. But I mean, until you do your own event, a lot of times you think
it's easy.
When's the event? But it's tough, and it's tough to make it happen. And then once you have the means to make it happen, to even choose who's gonna be there, who's gonna be on, because sometimes all of that's it's Valela or whatever.
Yes.
But sometimes you curating an event. Like for me, for example, if I'm doing an event, I don't like having big lineups on the event. I don't like having 20 people. 5 acts is enough.
Yeah.
Because it gives everybody time to do their actual performance, DJs to play. And if you give DJs enough time to play, they give you the stuff that, you know, they hide. Most of the time when they're playing, they play all the popular stuff. But if he has like an hour, he has 30 minutes of the popular stuff. The other 30 minutes he needs to give you who he is as a DJ. So I like that.
We listening session yakho, we actually because he actually did it, because listening session yakho actually she's having some music.
Like that's what ends up happening. Like they end up playing a lot of local stuff because you're hearing a lot of like this Zulu list. This is a nice song. But I've never heard this song before. You go on Shazam, you find people. You get introduced to new artists. So I don't know how you curate an event as well, but people don't understand that. Like I'm gonna have 5 rappers. I know 100 of you guys.
Yeah.
So so at that time usually okay, about the projects I say keep them who's active right now.
Yes.
And then I'll go for that so that at least it'll be easy for them to even promote, because they also already actively promoting something else. It makes it easy for people to interact with the crowd. Ganti, but you haven't done nothing for 2 years. You know what I mean? It's very hard for me to take you over the new kid who's actually active right now.
Plus ama-numbers futhi ukuthi at least uzofika nabantu abazofika bezombuka leyo muntu yabo.
And new crowds.
New crowds and all that stuff. That's the nice thing about HoodvsHood. That's what I love about it. So, some people sleep on that part, you know. Like that thing you said, because a lot of people know me from there now, but they didn't know me there.
Yes.
Like there was a time where people only knew me at the club. When I realized that I'm known in a certain place, but see, the crowds are different as well. The club, there's a certain way that they treat music, a certain way that they act towards it that this crowd doesn't. There's a certain level of respect for certain things on this side that doesn't exist there. You know?
That's very true.
So you have to, if you're good enough, or if you can, cater for everybody. Have your
Balances,
bangers.
yes.
Have your songs where you rapping as a rapper, or even just the other musical stuff, you know what I mean? Stuff that you were in the studio, something came up, you don't even know what to call it yourself.
Yeah.
But, you know, just create and be creative. I think it helps to be versatile as an artist. And there's nothing wrong with not being versatile as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not knocking anything. If you focus on a certain style of rap, that's cool. You know what I mean? But you need to know if you do that, then you have much more of a job to do in terms of finding your people.
Big time.
Like the people that love what you do, you have to go out and find them.
Yeah.
It's not going to be as easy as when somebody, okay, fine, you do that, but you also make hits or whatever. That can go viral and people can hear it. But I think once you go viral, it helps to have some music with substance.
Yeah.
After going viral, a lot of the people that are going to come there, some of them are going to stay because of the other stuff you have. The viral moment is gone. You know what I mean? And it's very easy for you to blow whatever money you make from the viral moment because you think you're going to have another one. Then you don't have another one and then it's all over.
Yeah.
Like if you have solid music, no me see penny viral moment, you still can make money from the other stuff because people relate to that, they resonate to that, and they hold on to it and they want to pay for good music.
Yeah. Leyo ngoma yakunika that shine leyo shine seyavele yaba viral uthi ayabona le yangifaka on yangibeka everywhere vele ngilapha kodwa nje.
So I mean the first stage was medicine, which got me into the live space, but Ethekwini I think is that song that went further than I guess whatever I could manage as an artist, you know what I mean? Especially when it got on Uzalo. Yeah. Because I remember
snaps.
Yeah, it was on there for a while. You know, still playing it on a couple of scenes. But I remember the day it got on Uzalo, the video was on. I think it was on 8K streams on YouTube, and then the next day, I'm getting a whole lot of notifications because I wasn't watching. I don't know what happened. And I check on YouTube, it's on 17K that day. Yeah. I'm like, what the hell happened? And when I go inside, see the comments, people are like, here from Uzalo, here from Uzalo.
Nice.
So that's like it keeps having moments like that. Like and I think because of the theme of the song, it's very easy for it to be attached to anybody that does anything that has to do with Durban. I've seen videos of people showing the city from like, I think I've seen it on the department's pages.
Nice.
I've seen it on a couple of pages where I'm like, even the Sharks actually, the Natal Sharks, they've used the song as well on their page. So that's the song that I guess has that kind of reach, especially because of Ethekwini, the name of the song. Definitely that's what it's kind of like. You know, the funny thing is, sometimes there's a fair show, because there's especially because of Uzalo, a lot of people knew the song but didn't know the face. Right? So it's a fair event. Each time they do the first song, do the second song, they like the raps. This guy's dope, but as soon as I do Ethekwini, there's that recognition.
This guy. And then the
still one of the best reactions to this day. Like I love it. I can't get enough of that one.
Have you? Okay, I know for sure there's been some like hardships and struggles within the game. What are they? Firstly, and secondly, I know a lot of people try to like migrate to Joburg. Has it ever like come to you?
Has that been okay? Start of hardships and struggles in the game. Yeah, I don't know. I think the main thing that we face, or that I'd say I face, is just how everything has seasons. You know, sometimes you have something great, but the season is not where people are. They're somewhere else
ahead of your time,
and that goes unnoticed for a while. But the nice thing about that is that music doesn't die, so they'll still come. When some songs like Your Dopeness, when I dropped it first, didn't get the reaction it gets now. You know what I mean? Now people love that song. I'm like, I think this 2 years old, 3 years old. You know what I mean? But for them now,
so
it's
dope.
So that's the good thing about music, especially when music is good. Like I remember, what's the song Surround Sound? Yeah, GID. They did the ceiling challenge to the song.
Yeah.
That song came out 5 years before that, I think.
And
it went viral 5 years later because because of the ceiling
Yeah.
challenge. You know what I
But
mean?
that's a nice thing about not stopping.
Yes,
Keep.
you must
Yeah.
always release the music. So I think the main challenge will be that. And then I think, getting things done in terms of like the money is a struggle. You have to use a lot of your money, especially when you're doing events, and getting it back is not that easy. You know what I mean? Sometimes you won't see it back. Like you can do 5 events and not see nothing from them. Maybe barely break even. Sometimes you go clip or you know what I mean, type of stuff. So I think those are the struggles. I hear a lot about gatekeeper struggles. I don't believe in that personally.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone can stop what I do. If, like I've never wanted to be at a place and not been able to be there if I really want to be there.
Yeah.
So I
That's dope.
don't believe in gatekeepers. I just think people don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Sometimes abakwazi, like even if no matter how hard you've worked, there's people with millions of followers that still somebody who's doing an event doesn't know who that guy is.
Yeah.
That's true.
So sometimes we say people are blocking people or mavalelana or whatever when it's not really the case.
Yeah.
So that one, I have a different opinion about that. I don't think that's a struggle. I think that's just a matter of time sometimes, and a matter of planning. You learn from your mistakes, you learn from what you didn't do, and you do it better next time.
Yeah. Nethalente.
Yes.
Yeah, because my social media,
Yeah.
platforms,
that's
I
true.
go
There's
and
Lapana
keep
J.
over.
There's a lot. Nobody can stop you on the internet. Yes, exactly. There's a lot of ways now, especially now, to reach the people. So you can't say,
Yeah.
if you can find a venue, then you promote and you get your people. You can go on the streets, you can do anything. You can do your own events. It's not easy, but you can. You know what I mean? And then in terms of going to Joburg, I have gone there a couple of times, but I've never gone there to stay. I think the longest I've stayed there was 3 months.
All right.
And Nakona, I was working on my first project. So I was finishing the songs, and I wanted to find people to work with there. I think I found 1 or 2 guys that I could work with there. They were producers as well. But I've never, for me, I have a problem with the fact that in such a big country, in fact, we come from KZN, which has the most people in the country. Like Zulu people outnumber everybody in this whole country. So the fact that we come from that province that has that many people, but we have to go to a province that has less people than us, or less buying power as well. In terms of music, most of the music is bought in KZN. You know what I mean? If you have the KZN vote or KZN anything, you got big numbers.
Great.
So I think then for me, I've always wanted to create something here, even if it's not just for me, you know what I mean? But to create a sustainable industry here in KZN, I think it's something that we all need to put an effort into doing as rappers. Even if you do go to Joburg, once you make it there, come back and do something. You know what I mean? I think that will help so that you don't have to leave home. Everybody has to leave home and go to Joburg. Figure la pana, you go there to rap, you end up now you're employed somewhere else. And then you don't come back to Durban now. So what's it goal, man? And then next thing you start talking down on people from Durban and things like that. You know what I mean? So I love Joburg. I love going there. I love the fact that the culture is alive there. And I love going every now and then to do the work and come back though.
I got the more like
Nah. And I mean, the guys that stay there, I always ask Script,
hey, respect.
and it's not even that it's a bad place. It's just I'm from here. I'm used to how life is here. I'm used to how we do things here. And there is a lot of growth. I've seen it, especially Yabona. I love the fact that Zakwe came back and started putting his efforts into doing Rapifact, having a hood versus hood and doing all these things. I'm a studio camp sessions. I
saw that.
So dope.
We need more of that.
Yeah, man.
So Zakwe, whoever else, just do some stuff in Durban now. Beast as well was doing. There's an event that he started doing now, you know what I mean? I think he's going to do it every year and stuff like that. Those are the things we need because we need people who are into hip-hop, who understand hip-hop, understand the culture, to use whatever ground that they've gained
Yes.
to create an industry here in Durban, because we have everything, dog. We have filmmakers,
Bruh.
we have artists, we have everything. In fact, so many people that shine in Joburg come from here.
Yeah, something in the water.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
Bruh, so many people that shine over there come from here. So how great would it be if they don't have to go there? They go there the same way we bring Joburg people. Bukela mahhotela nje ufike la ube nje cheese boy, ube guest.
Yeah.
We need people from here to be guests. That kind of way over there.
Yeah.
Go there, usebenze, ubuze carpet.
Ish. Plus,
Uzodlela imali yakho la. Masidle imali zethu.
Yeah.
Even like just a basic thing about growing an economy. An economy grows when people spend into it. We don't spend into Durban. We make money in Joburg and we stay there. Our little hip hop industry, we don't put any money back into it in Durban. So I would like us to put that money in, because
and the sekuyenzeka bra yababulala social media egoli, because manje ama-artist amaningi aseyazenzela yabo lento sikhona uDistro Kid khona ubani sebeyayifaka usalinda ukusayinwa yabo le kanti kudala you have to go to Joburg and be signed ukuze upush.
There's even Z-Shep now. Z-Shep, it's an app where you can actually sell your music. Like just straight up sales, because that's where my project is dropping from. Like you choose however money you wanna. So on Spotify, if you have 1,000 streams, I don't know how much that gets you. That probably gets you, even if those 1,000 streams come from 1,000 people, it's still the same. I don't know. Probably
That's
doesn't even get to 10 rands, right?
Yeah. It's like
on Z-Shep, if I sell
2 cents or something.
Exactly. On Z-Shep, if I sell my project for $100 and I have 1,000 people listening to it, that's $100K for me, for myself, without anybody. Especially since most of us are independent.
Nice.
You know
It's a South African app.
Yeah, it's a South African. It's a Durban app.
Oh, that's dope.
It's a
Now we
Durban
have to invest in that.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty dope,
Creatives
right?
in
Like,
Lamayne,
and it works.
Yeah.
It works very well. You know what I mean? Yeah, people can sell anything. You can sell music. You can sell tickets to shows over there.
Oh, snap.
You can even give fans, like, people can go to the sites where they buy the ticket. Maybe you say you're gonna give them 10% of whatever sale they make. So they create a link. Your fans can sell your stuff and get a commission for whatever it is that they sell.
Like an Amazon storefront vibes.
Yes.
Ngabona ngathola ipeni nami lapha.
No, thanks for that info, bro. I think
yeah.
very informative for our creatives asibukele njengamanje. And then are you signed?
Nah, bro.
You're not signed.
Nah.
Okay. Why not? Ushisa kanje now.
I'm not like,
Abasekho lo muntu osayina ama-artists.
Hey, let's wait.
It's very difficult now, though, because for me, I mean, I've had talks with people, but I'm not. I'm independent, like in terms of I already have the work. I know how to create the work. I have it already.
Yes.
So for you, your job is the secondary stuff. What do we do after the music is done? And then most labels come with a deal that includes the music being done. I don't need that. This is the only thing I need. So most of what we have now is distribution deals. I think we work with Orchard.
Yeah.
That's the distribution deal we do, but it's pretty flexible, you know what I mean? So as an independent artist, I can either release with them or do my own thing wherever I want to do.
Nice.
So I prefer independence, but I'm not against deals, by the way.
Yeah.
A deal has to be
Proper.
very good for me. Exactly. It has to be beneficial to, and I'm very selfish about that. I don't care about your company. You have 20 other people you're making money from.
Yeah.
For me, I want to make my money. I want to make it the way that I want to make it. And you're going to get yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ngendlela
But they
very
don't mind
right.
benching you, bruh, for years. And
Exactly.
especially like for people like us, I feel like all three of us have been doing so much for our music, and for you to come through and be like, hey, what was I uzo fucking ingoma yakho with Tebela Sami,
And they do that. Sometimes you're saying everything is exciting. You create music and then uhleli.
And then they're gonna have the other thing for me is like creative freedom.
Yes.
Someone just keep pushing about Black Friday. So keep printed aligned. You can't have creative freedom anymore. So I think with PR distribution.
Because
we've been doing this for years on our own accord.
You know where to go. You know how to do the whole thing. So PR distribution is always the best from a label. And I've never had anyone come with just that. Like, so everybody wants to sign a nigga.
And own your shit, right?
Own my shit.
Phela vele when it comes to PR kwesinye isikhathi noma distribution bafuna ukuthi wena ukhokhele bona labo bantu so manje imali engaka ufuna ubanike
they don't want to work anymore I feel like because usually how it is supposed to happen is it's supposed to take like a percentage of the work that has been the money that is accumulated from the work done especially the PR.
PR it's 33.3 the PR is supposed to take 33.3
and it's reasonable because you wouldn't have gotten there vele on your own accord but when it comes to my music that my IP
that's different. That's and also I mean because PR what they do is they collect all the royalties, so that's like manual labor. That's work because they have to go on Radio Monitor and pick all the songs. And you know what I mean? So but what they get paid for that makes sense. It's not too much, but the old model of labels, niggas were having 12%. You own 12%. The label owns 80-something%.
Oh, that's wild.
That's how it used to be. 12%. Like
you own 12%.
Yeah, but I mean, for a lot of artists, when you look at them now, it makes sense. Like when you, because you used to be a fan of whoever, and then you see the song, oh yeah, but this person is the. So for those kind of artists,
for that
sense.
it makes
but
sense.
For rappers, it never made sense because rappers write their
you
own
can't
shit
be, you can't.
No, I mean like ukusharisha ukuthi vele lo writer lo wenzeni it makes sense because manje vele but mina ngine problem yalo uzoqala i-label and then akusayine wena and then i-staff sakhe sonke siholelwa imali eyenziwe wena kodwa wena uthola 12%.
That's
company rana ngawe.
Who was talking about? I think it was Aftermath. At some point, they were living off Eminem. Eminem was the bread and butter of that label. You know what I mean?
That's why it's such a huge deal for American artists to get their masters back to them.
Because they make a lot of money with the masters. A lot of them like. I mean, with syncing and stuff like that, the master gets, because they pay for it up front most of the time. So owning a master is very important, especially when wherever the song is being sold, wherever it makes money, there's royalty, there's publishing, and then there's the master money. You know? So that's why they want to own them. Because sometimes, I mean, Taylor Swift and them end up having billions with just owning masters, like a billionaire off of music only. I mean, that's crazy. But that's not possible if you're getting a very unfair deal. And labels still do that to this day, which doesn't make sense. It's cuts a shinji. Why shinji game? Studio cool. I can do it with my Fruity Loops. I can just send him the vocals so he can do some master. That's all you. If you do pay for now, what I'm OP. OP is
also when the magic.
OP. Even
push OP
respect
washaya itho wayaphi konje eSwaziland noma wayake Botswana with Intercape or sorry a bus company
Intercape yes
angiqala ubona into enjenge hey bese OP
iwona amadoda aka ne-management
team. Shout out to Paula. Tedrick does really big.
Paula also was the artist liaison for Music and Bees, so that's how I met her.
Very hardworking lady.
So in the near future, what should we expect from Celestial? Are there any maybe music videos, maybe collabs?
Well, the EP that's out already has a music video for it. Collabos, it's the one I told you about with the 7 other artists, which I don't want to talk about it that much now because I'm not sure when we get, but I mean I can say a few things about who's there, whatever. So with Ostoni, Obi, Aeon, Legit G, who else is there? If I forgot you, don't fight me. Peace and love. But that's, I think, after my own EP, that's the one thing that I'm going to be focusing on. We're planning an event for that, music videos for that, all of that stuff. So there's going to be more music videos. Because as well as another project that I also want to drop next year as well. So on top of what's there now, I want to also drop something else next year, but it'll depend, it'll depend on how this one is doing. If this one is still doing its rounds well, then I can delay the other one and not flood people with music or flood them with music.
That's important actually, as to be able to have discipline of not jumping the gun too early.
But sometimes it works because I mean I look at people like NBA Youngboy, that's how he popped up. He just kept dropping. Like that guy would have 4 mixtapes, even Future would have 4-7 mixtapes a year. Mixtapes, not just like EPs, like more than 10 songs, and it's like 4 of them in 1 year, you know what I mean? And that for them worked out,
So uba ungafisa ukumfeatureisha nje maybe locally. Yeah. Ubona ukuthi ish yabo mangathola le ndoda le lo sisi lo. Noma ngabe mkhulu kangakanani.
Recently I actually just got to I'm still waiting for the verses though. Got to work with Tony Dangler.
Oh, okay.
And Sazified.
Oh, Sazified.
A guy I'd really like to work with though, besides those guys is Kolam Chita Dombele Bantu speaking. I think that guy is super nice. Would love to work with that guy. Who else? Anybody famous?
Anybody. Dead or alive, maybe.
It used to be AKA, but now he's
gone.
Anybody though can do for me. I mean, I love Nasty. I love Nasty's music. I think he's one of the best we've ever seen in this country. So it'd be cool to work with him. But a person that I really wanted to was AKA because I love his sound. I love how it's not normal. Like it's not hip hop. It's not ordinary. Sometimes he sounds disco. I love that about him. So
scripting again a span.
Script.
Guys in the span.
Script a lot. Actually on this project too. On the previous one too. On the Mic in the Hand of God is there.
All right.
I've always script always. I mean we part of the same crew so. Like we're also working on a project with them as well.
Nice.
Which we're still recording that one, so I don't want to make any announcements about it until it's fully recorded. Then we can say Puma, whatever. But working with him on a project. It's me, him, I'm Serious, Candice Major. Yeah, that's the Dope Artists clique basically.
Nice.
Yes,
we're gonna do an event for the Wave of the City in December. But for now, there's Hood versus Hood happening. I'm on Team Born Hustler.
Okay.
And we will be destroying Team Madolo.
Big time.
On the 16th of April.
Bad Center.
The Bad Center.
It's Team Born Hustler.
The only team that matters. The only team that matters. I think that's like what's exciting right now in case that's happening. It's happening at the Bad Center. I think it happens on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Most of you are not working then. You know what I mean? Yeah, support hip hop. It never died. You guys just slept on it.
Yeah. Hood versus Hood Squad Edition. There is like four teams. Four teams, and then go up on Hustler. Kunonjinga, Phenoxy, Kunomatolo. So we bang bang against freestyle very shy.
Freestyle, yeah. I do freestyle, but I also sometimes write the random verses.
Also for freestyle. No, sesivala i-message yakho kubantu abathanda hip hop abakuthandayo noma abasakhula mfethu abasibukele njengamanje ungathini kubona mhlawumbe i-message yakho nje out there.
A message for every hip hop lover is love ithanda bese into oyithandayo. Don't ungadidiswa abantu yabo. Ungadidiseki ngokuthi I trained manje so manje angisayithandi ngoba isatrain because uyayithanda uyazi ukuthi musuhleli wedwa. Go to events, support it. That's how things grow. Ngeke ikhule if ungekho wena. So it needs you to grow. So go out there, participate, be involved in hip hop.
So utholakala kanjani mabekudinga?
Social media. Celestial Mic, Twitter, Celestial Mic Instagram, Celestial Mic the Mic in the Hand of God on Facebook, Celestial Mic HOG on TikTok, Celestial Mic the Mic in the Hand of God on YouTube.
I'll try to
Mike MIKE.
MIC.
Yeah.
MIC.
Okay. That's important because I can't say MIKE.
Michael Jackson. No, it's not Michael Jackson, guys.
MIC. On the MIC.
Mina, I'm Archive Africa across all social media platforms. And we are the Creatives Unplugged podcast on Instagram and TikTok. And Facebook as well.
Nice. Mhliko sihlo kandima wonke umuntu uyangazi mongangazi usuyangazi njengamanje ngoba kunini siphusha hip hop non-stop sithi siyayiphusha kunzima ngathi khona onyusi handbrake we will move, we will do whatever it take ngomqondo ne-mic yoku travel iTheku so thi Joburg Cape Town kuze bhoboka iTheku. Oh, nango-ke the style samahala uthi mhlika uthi ukudlala noma uthi ukuthatha ipeni nawe uthi ukubhala hey eceleni ngiphethe Celestial mic kuyasho ukuthi njengamanje uyabona ngathi ngikhwela ibike ngiyashibilika uyafreeze uyancibilika nakho ke selethe ibika
njengo script awuthe yashibilika
yeah
shoot vele bonke bazodibilika bese kufika all gonna be sad cause I'm bad like Michael Jackson. Enemies never glad. Yo, we in the creatives unplugged, and I'm about to sing a song that's unsung.
Usiremba soba phenduka uqathu makuthi umzimba wakho njengamanje ugcwele amathathu ratu. Siyabonga kakhulu. Don't forget to subscribe YouTube, TikTok, Instagram.
Everybody, everywhere. Thank you so much.
Siyabonga sesiyaphuma asivaleliseni bofowethu.
Bye bye. Boo, 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 boo.
It's dope. Yes, sir. The dopeness. It's that.
Yeah. Seven Vietnam, Zakwe, Chesterville, Asmanane, Seha, Avaslande, Aselela, Seven Vietnam, Zakwe, Chesterville, Asmanane, Seha, Avaslande, Aselela. Yazi anyate ushutela ingazi banyaphe sengazi mini razo ipi class nyamaphe khona nengane la siphenduka iplakani namathe khona nerazo la lingitshela ukuthi ayitwana number 10 mina ngikwazi number 2 agcina ngizalwa ngobhuti wami akaphaza numbers 2 Nina nyakala got and spiny dog. My mama raised no home, so I gotta make more dough. And if you stepping out of pocket, then I gotta let you know. Bage basatha kancane safie, kodwa ngokuhamba kwesikashana esincane kwashish, kancane basifit. All of a sudden sekugcwele nengane ngakuthi. Kanti nithengwa ngelitha sihlale emafini, kodwa sesifana amashisa yonke into ethemba bayenza ishalela kuthini. And now, my friend, Chesterville. Asmanane, Seha, Avaslande, Aselela, Sebange, Ena, Bayakwe, Chesterville, Asmanane, Seha, Avaslande, Aselela. Yeah, it's doing to susuku, spinzy beat, sukutu. Sebe yangisha dog bayazi ukuthi sneeze pupu. Whether the beat yakushu, ulushu, sukuzu. Flow is dope, we got them hook, bapuzu mood. So lala go 3x. Smoke is coming interview go 8, nengane xoshiwe exe. Nathi Uber sisingene emotweni. Isemgaqweni la umusaba hamba uye esontweni. Isematheshweni la umuzama hamba uye esikoleni. Angifundisi ngiyaphasisa, dog anginiza ngiyakulalisa. Ibeat yakhalisa uanyanisi, kwenza unyiphi yanyanyisa. Thina spisi abadansisi, wena ubhizi uyabalisa yabalalisa. Iskills yabaphashisa. Ena Bayakwe, Chesterville, Asmalane, Seha, Avaslande, Aselela, Sebange, Ena Bayakwe, Chesterville, Asmalane, Seha, Avaslande, Aselela. It's that dope.